Okay, so Smaugy starting. SpeedFrog. Wow.
Alright, streams will be a little desynced unfortunately, but the timers will not lie. So right off the bat, just want to mention SpeedFrog is using a color code to make Shovel Knight pink, but I believe he will be getting the Conjurer's coat later on. However, he will not be changing color with the armors. He will always be pink.
Okay. I'm gonna switch to Twitch because I was using Livestreamer, but I'm gonna switch.
Alright, I'll hold it down.
Should be fast.
The general idea through Plains is to just have fun while playing the level and collect as much gold as possible. Depending on the route the runners take, they will either be at slightly over 200 gold or possibly over 400, depends on what gems they grab. As for some of the movement tech in Shovel Knight, obviously you can jump, like most classic platformers, but swinging the shovel on the ground actually slows down the character. So by jumping after your shovel attack, you can then keep your momentum because it cancels the attack. So that also counts for when you're like using the shovel as you approach the ground. If you use the shovel just before landing, you'll still get some landing lag. But you can cancel that with a jump as well. And coming up in this long room, we'll really see them use jump canceling to good effect.
Yeah.
You can see both Smaugy and SpeedFrog just rapidly mashing jump and attack to move through that dirt really easily. Smaugy actually pulling ahead of SpeedFrog just a little bit.
Not by much though, but
looks
yeah,
like
still. Smaugy coming up to the bubble wrap. Let's see how it goes.
SpeedFrog also going for it.
Nice.
SpeedFrog has the bubbles for it, as does Smaugy.
Very nice for Smaugy.
And they both get it.
Yeah, nice.
And neither opt to get the 200 gem from the exploding wall. It does technically save like half a second to not get it. I've started getting it just because it seems to work well for the gold route.
Yeah,
anyway.
It does really work well. Now coming up the Black Knight fight where you want to stun lock the knight, like Smaugy just did. Really nice. And the swipe pogo at the end. Very nice.
Showing off. SpeedFrog also got it, but did get hit at the beginning, so unfortunately he's slightly behind. By about 3 seconds, looks like.
Yeah, seems like it. But a pretty good stage for both of them. Got the bubble wrap, so... A little visit to town as well. We'll come back to it, don't worry. You will hear that music way more. And now entering Pride Mode Kip. No, Keep.
Resize the window a little bit.
Where we'll see Smaugy go for the jump hop. And he gets it. Very nice. And let's see if SpeedFrog goes for it as well. Didn't get it, sadly. Gonna go for the damage boost. And he got it, so he can go through. So the way the gentle hop works is that you want to jump at a very specific time and hit the transition and attack at the same time too. So you get a boost in 8 compared to your normal maximum 8 of jump. And that way you can actually reach that platform that is in the next screen. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to do it. But with that trick you can. Which save around 2 seconds comparing to taking the damage boost strat, and like 1 second compared to the old optimal strat, I would say. Probably around 1.5. Anyway. The rest of the stage is pretty simple, just some damage boost here and there, like the Griffin that Smaugy actually damage boosted the wrong way. Whoa. Wrong way. It would be in a Mario Kart game, that would work, but not here though. Very nice chandelier room for Smaugy there. Thanks to Diesel actually, there's a new strat there, which is very easy to do actually, and very interesting. Really fast too, and you can do it in every setup of the room. Because depending on the
Where,
Chantilly
the
six,
Lancers?
cycle, you can do it whenever you want. You will always get it.
Oh, I need to see this. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's a thread where he attacks the minion on the bottom right.
Oh.
That thread is really fast. And it works without having to jump on the chandelier before, like we do to avoid the minion when the chandelier is too much on the right. Smaugy having some trouble with King Knight, but still a pretty good fight though.
SpeedFrog getting an excellent King Knight fight though, so he did make up some time there.
Yeah, definitely got some time back. And now we're gonna visit the village to get the Chaos Sword. Chaos Sphere, actually. So we're getting that because it works wonderfully on most big bosses, such as Mole, Polar, Treasure too. So those are the big three you want to have Chaos Sphere for. And it does a lot of pretty cool strat too for other things like the frog skip and other things that we will see later. Smaugy entering the Lich Yard. Probably the first hard stage of the game. There's not much happening minus probably those frogs that are really random most of the time. So you have to you need to have good reaction time so you can react to their movement. A lot of different patterns, and yeah, you can be pretty annoying. And here you're gonna see the frog skip from Smaugy. And he got it, very nice. So the way it works is that you throw an orb and you will force the frog to get damage, obviously. And that will force him to jump, and so you can pogo him because he's a bit higher, and that lets you get at the top of the screen really fast. Chaos Sphere is also great to get some extra gold in the stage too, by killing some skeletons here and there. So, pretty useful too.
Yeah, the sphere is probably one of my favorite items to use in this game. Something neat you'll see players go for ideally is bouncing the sphere kind of off the ceiling by the dark, or in that dark room. Smaugy didn't have to do it because the frog was very nice. We'll see if SpeedFrog has to, but when you bounce the sphere off of like a ceiling, it accelerates its movement rapidly and just allows you to do some cool trick shots.
Yeah.
When you see Smaugy breaking that checkpoint, he will get 500 gold for that, as will SpeedFrog, but now that checkpoint no longer functions as a save point. And then Smaugy picking up that 500 as well.
Which can be risky in race setup, because that room is technically not hard if you know how to do it, but still. But he's going through without any problem, apparently. Yep. No problem. And you see SpeedFrog opted to not destroy it and just use it as a checkpoint because, as I said, it can be a very risky room, so you don't want to mess it up.
Yeah, luckily you can do a lot of alternate checkpoint routes.
Yeah.
Just for this factor of race safety. Smaugy just does the regular any % route because he's confident in not dying. And as he very well should be.
He gets good RNG on Spectre Knight. Very nice. Let's see if SpeedFrog gets lucky as well. So the way a Spectre Knight fight works is that it will always spawn at the opposite side he is on the first pattern, and on the second one he will spawn wherever he wants to. And SpeedFrog got good RNG too, so it is still a race. And now coming up to Dream 1, where we want to kill some skeletons to actually get some extra money, because each skeleton drops actually 150 gold, which is a lot. We didn't used to do that, but then we realized that we could do it without losing any time, pretty much, so... That was a welcome change to the route, to be honest. SpeedFrog opting to not kill them. He has a very specific route. We will see that he's destroying, I think he destroys this checkpoint in Explodatorium. Which he doesn't lose time technically by destroying it, because he can still make the cycle if you do it perfectly. But he makes the cycle way harder, so we'll see. The Smaugy entering Lost City. So we will come up with probably one of the most deadly skip of the run, which is the build skip. It usually is not, because we are like, it's like the trick you practice the most, probably. Because it saves a lot of time. So let's see how Smaugy does. He's looking pretty good. And he gets it, no problem. There we go.
I'm sorry that trick exists, by the way. It's all my fault. SpeedFrog, nice! Oh, unfortunately gets stopped by the slimes.
Yeah.
But does get the backup, which is actually harder in my opinion.
I personally think it is, yeah, because you don't really have a visual cue to when to jump, actually. Because the bird is way off screen most of the time. He's actually off screen a bit of the time, and it can be tricky to actually get it. But he managed, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Ooh, nice image move by Smaugy. Nice reaction to the jump of the slime, at least. So Smaugy is grabbing the Dust Knuckles, which is a tool that can let you go a bit faster in most stages. And can be useful on some boss fights too, that we will see later. Smaugy taking nice thread by Smaugy there. Not the fastest for that room particularly, but it still looks pretty fast though.
Yeah, that's a strat that Smaugy does just because he knows it's consistent.
Yeah.
He's very much a he's very much a fan of strats that, while they might not be like the most perfect in terms of saving frames, they'll at least get him through the room. Which might sound odd, being that he's the world record holder, but that's just how he does most things in this game.
That's probably why he's the world record holder too.
Yeah. Both runners breaking the 750. We'll see if SpeedFrog goes for the
I don't think he does.
skip. And he,
I don't think he does.
nope, he did the fake out.
Yeah. He never goes for it, pretty much. Smaugy getting it. Missed a bit. Oh, okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. It wasn't optimal for him. He's definitely able to do better than that, but yeah, it was still a pretty good kill.
I mean, for reference, he's still 6 seconds ahead of my personal best time, so...
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
No, make that 3 seconds. And he's actually behind on his own splits. Anyway.
But SpeedFrog getting a... Wait, oh, that's interesting. I feel like some orbs didn't hit the way they should have. Well,
yeah, I think he may have thrown them at the wrong time. It was still a really good fight, though.
Pretty good fight, too.
As long as you kill him before he summons the dirt from the ceiling, you can call it a win.
Definitely. Optimally, you want to kill him in the middle of the room, but... It's not as easy as it sounds like, to be honest.
Yeah. Now both players approaching Explodatorium. The thing about Explodatorium is some parts of the level operate off of a global cycle, which starts the moment you enter the level, including the opening text. So in that long room that Smaugy just passed, which he did perfectly, you obviously want it to go perfectly so that you can meet the right cycles. And in that room that SpeedFrog's in now, it can be very difficult because if you move too quickly, you actually mess up the cycle in that room, and you can't do the room as quickly. And that actually happened. He was actually too slow.
Yeah.
And the rat didn't walk onto the platform enough. so this will affect his route later in the level. One nice thing about Explodatorium is there are a couple good health pickups along the way, so losing a lot of health really isn't that big of a deal. And SpeedFrog's still getting... I'm guessing he just waited at some point, but he is technically on the right cycle there. So
he did skip a cycle, because normally that would be the optimal low percent cycle there, but he did skip another one, so yeah. He did skip that one at least.
Okay. Smaugy taking a single hit from the mini-boss. Unfortunately, when the mini-boss was in its Yeti form, as we like to call it, which does deal 1 whole damage instead of a half. Not too big of a deal, but it may cause him to get health before the Plague Knight fight. We'll see.
Let's see the...
Now SpeedFrog entering.
Nice. SpeedFrog missed a hit, so he won't be able to get the quick kill. Nope.
Smaugy coming up to Ice Climber skip and gets it. Or at least the pogo part. No, we got it.
We got it, yeah.
That trick just requires you to jump at very precise times in order to get that Slime Knight to move where you want, and then you actually bounce on him just as you hit the screen transition.
Oh, and he did a moonshot there.
Yeah, Smaugy's learned that damage boost recently.
He's going without taking the health? Wow. That's very dangerous there.
We'll see what happens.
He got really good damage at the beginning, though.
Yeah, this is practically a perfect fight.
Nice. Very nice. Well.
Yeah, he just has to wait for an orb to hit him. It wasn't a gold split, but he is technically in the green now, according to his own splits.
I'm gonna explain why I freaked out, actually, because it is very common for Plague Knight to deal to you at 2 damage. It's very common. To any runner, even the best, so... That's why I freak out a bit, because... This Plague Knight decides to give you really shitty RNG. That can end up pretty bad. Before getting good RNG too, actually. Did mess up a bit the fight, but...
Yeah, still a good fight all around.
Oh, really good fight.
So now we'll see SpeedFrog heading where Smaugy just went, which is to the armor outpost, to get the Conjurer's Coat, as well as the Charge Slash. The Charge Slash letting you hold the attack button to deal a stronger attack at one time, and then the Conjurer's Coat giving you 50 extra magic at the cost of taking 0.5 extra damage from every attack.
Which makes Iron Whale actually pretty scary.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of good health pickups in this level, and then the boss of this level actually can technically kill you in 2 or 3 hits with Conjurer's Coat on, so this is a route that, like, even though the Iron Whale is probably an easier level after you get to the point, like in running this game that Smaugy and SpeedFrog are at, like after you get to the point where Iron Whale is technically an easy level, this is still very dangerous and only something that really advanced runners try, at this point anyway.
Yeah.
Looks like SpeedFrog's stream is stuttering just a tad for me.
Yeah, me too. I think it's on his side, but it went back, okay.
SpeedFrog unfortunately missing a bounce off of that knight at the appropriate time.
And Smaugy actually got the tentacle skip as well, so now he's gonna face off the 420 fish. Which is one of the problems of getting Conjurer's Code, because sometimes it can move back and forth really fast and hit you, so it can be a problem. Or the heals coming out at a really bad time. But there, that was perfect actually, so here we go. But it's a very conveniently placed health there, just below the checkpoint, so if you get hit, you just have to get that hit, it's fine. And nice rock skips too, damn. Hope you didn't blink. And so let's see if Smaugy is gonna go for ladder skip. I don't think he goes for the first one. Not sure though. We'll see.
In a race setting, maybe not. In a personal best
go for
attempt,
it.
I know he would. Or maybe he wanted to. I don't know.
He did jump way early if he wanted to go for it though. So I don't know.
Yeah. Then he takes the rest of the anchors nice and slow, waits for him to get low. I think I'm one of the only runners currently that just goes for it and doesn't let them sink at all.
Yeah.
But I guess in a race setting, it's better to be safe than sorry. SpeedFrog getting a nice dirt clod skip, and then patiently waiting for the missiles as Smaugy approaches Treasure Knight.
Which is why the Conjurer's Code is dangerous for that stage. Just that boss.
Yes. However, this boss fight is made a little bit safer by getting some good luck and good Chaos Sphere hits, which you saw Smaugy do. And that's one of the main reasons the Chaos Spheres are picked up, is that particularly on Treasure Knight and Polar Knight, they just annihilate the health of those bosses. And SpeedFrog going for an anchor skip with the flares, but unfortunately does get hit.
Okay.
So he will most likely, actually he pretty much has to pick up his health, which costs about 7 extra seconds.
He's not good.
Although he didn't use the knuckles to get in there, so it lost a little bit of time. Oh, unfortunately has to go back for the missile platform.
Ooh. That's a very uncommon mistake. I like to remind myself. Oh, Smaugy getting the early grab though. Damn. Very nice.
Yeah, that trick was recently discovered by SpeedFrog, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
bad damage on
we'll see if SpeedFrog gets it. A bad pattern from SpeedFrog, but good adjustments to make the fight go down quickly.
And he had to stop hitting him near the ceiling, because if he kills him up there, he's gonna lose way more time than actually waiting for him to go down and killing him on the ground. Because Treasure Knight, when he dies, he goes down really slowly, and you don't want to see that happening on the ceiling, near the ceiling at least. Let's see if SpeedFrog gets his own strat though. And he gets it! Very nice!
Yeah, getting that saves about 3 or 4 seconds over the old death strat. And the reason it saves so much time is that, for some reason, catching Shield Knight up at the top while you're taking damage makes Shovel Knight stand up instantly outside the dream. And then he's actually walking away as the screen fades to white. Smaugy getting a practically perfect flying machine so far.
Very clean, indeed. And he's way ahead in gold for the Propeller Dagger, which is the best movement tool of the game.
Yeah, the Propeller Dagger costs 4 magic to use. Pardon me. It kind of accelerates Shovel Knight along a little ways. And the other nice thing is that at this point in the run, after they purchase Propeller Dagger, the runners don't actually have to worry about gold too much, because they only have one more item to buy, and killing the boss of this level, Propeller Knight, actually gives you enough money to buy the mobile gear in the next level. Smaugy taking a lot of damage in the triple Jawa room, but getting through it.
Yeah, Jawa hit him at the top of the screen, unfortunately. That you can't really do anything about it, because Jawas just do whatever they want. You can manipulate them to an extent, but yeah, there's just some times you just can't do anything about it, sadly. It's still a pretty close race, though. Ooh, well, as soon as I say that, SpeedFrog actually forget to pogo the blue Jawa. There he goes. What about the coin explode? That's true too, but we don't get it because it's not much worth it. It costs a lot, it takes a lot of time to get, and it's not very much useful in a lot of places. Very nice win room for Smaugy.
Yeah, that room may look scary, but the setup I
Ooh.
made for it makes it incredibly simple.
Yeah.
Ooh, Smaugy, breaking everyone's heart almost. SpeedFrog is through triple Jawas.
Took it
It's
slowly,
essentially
but
the halfway point.
yeah. Took it slowly but safely.
Despite being behind, this is still anyone's race.
Yeah.
A death in the wrong spot could put this back in SpeedFrog's hands. Do frogs have hands?
Good question. But yeah, it's definitely still everyone race because in those two next stages you actually skip at least a checkpoint. So yeah, we'll see. Ooh, SpeedFrog missing the room there. He gets it now perfectly. I get a good cycle afterwards, so maybe it was worth in the end. Maybe.
Ooh, unfortunately daggered a little bit too soon for the wind tunnel.
Oh,
So
yeah.
SpeedFrog will go back to that checkpoint.
That's a really bad death in that case.
And Smaugy skipping the checkpoint, the first checkpoint in Clockwork Tower. I mean, again, I'm sure he's confident in not dying. So, well, it's interesting.
Should not be a problem technically, but Sign Daggers can screw you over. It's very rare in 80%, but it can happen, so... Smaugy using 2 daggers there, and... And SpeedFrog on the problem, like... Oh, he's using the old Shotty one. Oh yeah, he missed it sadly. So get a good kill, very nice.
That kill is actually harder to do,
Yeah.
well, at least in my opinion, harder to do with the orbs and charge slash, so good stuff to him.
But the strat he created there is actually very interesting because he has a setup where the 2 orbs are gonna hit properly in the back and will set him up for 4 health at the end. But it's really hard to get. And he's entering Clockwork Tower. There's actually not much to talk about in Clockwork Tower. It's just good dagger movement and avoiding to take too much damage, and that's pretty much it. It's a very straightforward level.
Yeah, I think it's actually one of the shorter levels in the run. The only reason it actually takes as long as it does is because of this last auto-scroller.
Yep.
The most exciting thing that happens in the whole level is the boss fight.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hardest fight coming up, as always.
Yeah, I would definitely rank the Tinker Knight fight, well, the second phase anyway, to be very difficult.
Yeah, because there was a joke for the first one, though. Well, technically, low percent. Not the easiest fight ever, though. And in any percent, the second phase is way out there. Way. Let's see how Smaugy goes through. Very good start. Very nice. Perfect quick kill from Smaugy.
Smaugy is actually 1 second ahead of his PB.
So as I said, Sign Daggers can screw you over, and it happened actually to SpeedFrog in the previous room. And again, damn. And probably one of the hardest stage of the game now, which is Stranded Ship. Because a lot of enemies actually deal 1 damage to you, so with the code it's 1.5. and you actually have to do a damage boost at the end of the stage, so it's really important to keep your health up at most time. And there's also a problem with that stage, is that you don't get a lot of health. You can get one, but it's really out of the way. So you'd rather not take damage, but yeah. Oh, big magic for Smaugy though.
Nice. The big magic drops are completely random, and the big magic jars do give you 30 magic. And every propeller dagger saves like 0.4 seconds or something.
Because without that big magic, you wouldn't be able to use all those daggers in that room. It would have been short. If he does a perfect stage and a perfect fight, it might end up as a gold spirit, to be honest. Because it was pretty much at the perfect time he got the big magic, so... Let's see. Maybe another one. I decide to... yeah. Better take that checkpoint, really.
Yeah, even for Smaugy, this last room gone wrong will kill him.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the scarier strats in the game. Assuming he goes for the dagger one.
Yep, he goes for it. And he gets it. Very nice.
He has just enough magic to fight Propeller or Polar Knight optimally. Getting a kind of bad pattern on the fight, but not really in any danger of dying.
Yeah, he would have get a better fight. He would have gold speeded there, pretty sure. He was really close to it. But anyway, SpeedFrog entering the stranded ship as well. But the gap is getting a bit bigger and a bit bigger. So SpeedFrog has to mud up and try to come back. Gonna be hard, but it can still happen. So Dream 3 now. And now entering Tower 1. Also, pretty hard stage, but more for the movement than anything, because there's not a lot of RNG in it, minus at the end. It's a very straightforward stage, really fun to do. Because you can only blame yourself if you lose time in it.
Yeah, SpeedFrog actually trying to go for a newer strat.
The Taiwan strat.
Yeah, because we do that same thing on the similar statue in the second tower level. But doing it there was a more recent development, but it can actually save a little bit of time if you don't get hit.
Big magic again for Smaugy. Not as worth this time because he had 70 mana already. Ooh. Yeah, messing up that room. Which should not be too much of a problem, but yeah, did lose a bit of time there. In the meantime, SpeedFrog is entering the Polar Knight fight. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that looks like a pretty good fight. Ooh, messes it up a bit though. Should be fine. Okay. Nearly ran out of health, but he managed to get it through, the fight. So He's still in there, and now Smaugy entering the Black Knight free fight. And let's see if he can stunlock him. Very nice. He didn't go for the slash at the end, but it was a perfect sunlock.
Still 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, he gained time on that stage actually. But now the big problem. Will the boss rush, the bus rush, yeah, the bus rush, I don't know, yeah. Maybe, yeah. The boss rush, the other way around. Will the boss rush let him get Warwicked? Because it's pretty much, now it's just basically dead. The RNG of that fight, of those fights actually.
SpeedFrog having a little trouble getting past that rat room.
Still managed to go through, but yeah, it was... It took him a long time to actually get through. So what Muncho was talking about earlier, about the statue, is the Charge Slash is to make him go faster. Because the Charge Slash actually has an hitbox, an hitbox, damn, I don't know how to speak English anymore. A hitbox behind Shovel Knight. So you can actually push the statue while facing the other way. Actually the way you are going, and being on the side you are going to. It's hard to explain. Damn. But yeah, now we are in an auto-scroller and there's not much to talk about there. Just that in the boss rush you are guaranteed to get Polo Knight in the 3 first fights. And that's pretty much it. There are fights you don't want to see first. For example, Plague is not ideal as a first fight. Tinker is not ideal as a second fight, things like that.
So SpeedFrog subdue the Black Knight.
Will the frog win over Black Knight? That's a question.
Off to a great start.
Yeah.
He will get the full stun lock and charge slash finish. Excellent job.
Very nice.
And 1 orb to celebrate.
And Smaugy starts with the Polo Knight. Pretty good start. Very good fight actually on Polar. Gets King Knight next. Oh, he got hit. Oh, he got hit by a pretty big hit, but it should be fine because he has health next to... And get Mole, which is a pretty safe fight anyway, so... And gets a really nice kill there. Getting Treasure Knight now. Get good RNG. And get the lock. Very nice. This is a really great boss rush now. Now the last bit of RNG. Pretty much. Get pretty good RNG so far. Ah, yeah. Actually, Plague Knight did jump over those. Ah, he's getting bad RNG there. That's unfortunate. Very bad RNG, actually. Ooh. Yeah, that was not a great Plague.
Yeah, unfortunately did have to go back and get the health early.
Yeah. Getting proper. He has a chance to get Tinken last, though, so... It won't make for the bad Plague RNG, but... Yeah, early gear could be nice there. Yeah, he's gonna get it actually. So we'll see if he goes for the early gear or not. It's probably a pretty bad fight to go for the early gear though. He should be able to. Oh, he missed the last hit. That's unfortunate. That's very unfortunate.
Oh, he turned around at the last possible moment, thinking he had it.
That's very unfortunate because he should have it. Yeah, didn't go for early gear either. And
Yeah, I think the mistake on Spectre and then the horrible movement from Plague may have actually cost Smaugy a new world record.
yeah,
But still gonna be
an insane run though.
yeah, he's losing time. But still, this is on pace to be a mid 43, which is still better time than literally anyone else in the world. So
Still the only person to have a 43 too. So
I'm trying as hard as I can.
I'm trying to get into the sub 45 club first. Then maybe I'll try to do that.
I need to study Smaugy. Anyway, in SpeedFrog land, SpeedFrog has started boss rush. Unfortunately, does get hit by Treasure, but he still has an excellent pattern from him.
Yeah,
Let's see who SpeedFrog gets next.
It was twice contact damage, which is better than getting twice hit by the Encore. So. I missed one chance slash there. Oh, still a good fight though. Getting Polar's third or second? No, third. Not a bad kill.
SpeedFrog can PB technically.
Yeah.
Depending on how this goes.
In the meantime, we have Smaugy moving towards the Enchantress 1 fight. Let's see how he fares. Ooh, he missed a chance flash. But still, they got a good dive afterwards, so he could actually land a hit on the last hit.
Yeah. It's interesting that Smaugy has chosen to go for that version of the fight, when I've seen him get early dives more often with that version than the one I use.
Yeah, I am.
But to each their own.
Yeah, I am more a fan of the 2 orbs on the left, rather than having an orb on the right and 2 orbs on the left. But, yeah.
SpeedFrog down to his last 2 bosses. Luckily, he does have plenty of magic to deal with both of them.
And he gets an extra spot too, so...
Yeah. Meanwhile, Smaugy prepares to finish his run. So where Shield Knight jumps at the start is where she'll jump up to allow you to bounce off of her. Smaugy getting a good Shield Knight position, actually, where she didn't fall.
Perfect kill.
Which would have allowed him to go for a slightly faster kill, but doesn't matter. He gets a 43.30, ladies and gentlemen. That's the fastest run in the tournament so far.
That is insane.
Yeah. So congrats to him.
Now the question is, will SpeedFrog PB? Getting bad luck with
Switch over to SpeedFrog's audio.
Whoa. Let's see.
SpeedFrog's close on his timer. He might be ahead after this.
He has daggers to leave the room too, so... And he's 4 seconds ahead. So this is going to be interesting. And he has an 8-second time save on E1. Ooh. Well, on E1 and E2, actually. I feel like I'm the only one splitting on E1, no?
I think you might be, actually. Ooh, SpeedFrog unfortunately dying to the blocks.
That's very unfortunate.
Ooh.
Yeah, this should not be a room where you would die, because you know what's gonna happen all the time. It's the same way all the time. You know the exact order of all the blocks, and you know they are going towards you. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. So we are still waiting for an upset in this tournament. Didn't happen yet. Didn't happen yet. Ooh, barely missed the kill on E1. We'll have to chase after her. That won't work. No, that won't work. There we go. Thank you. Well, it did work though in the end.
It was dangerous he went for that.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that won't be a PB for SpeedFrog.
No, but it is incredibly close to his PB.
Yeah. He should be like, what, a 47-10? 47, where? Around that? Yeah. If he does a good fight, that should be around a 47-10. Which is still a good time. Maybe a bit higher though.
Oh, I don't know if he just didn't know which direction she was going, but he finishes at 47-13.
Very nice.
Still a very solid run.
Hi.
Takes a lot of knowledge
Hi,
to
SpeedFrog.
get that far. Hi, SpeedFrog.
Shoutouts to the block room,
Congratulations, friend. He finishes at 47-13.
and once again
nice.
killing a PB.
Still a very solid run. Takes a lot of knowledge to get that
Hi,
far.
SpeedFrog.
Hi, SpeedFrog. Congratulations, friend. Oh, I know. That's because of me. There, let me mute SpeedFrog stream again. Let's see. I will yell at Smaugy to come in here.
That's still a very good race from both of you. You were very close to both your PB actually, in the end.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Hello.
And hello, Smaugy.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. GG, SpeedFrog.
Way to go. You took my advice and went fast.
Nice. I saw that you were on PB
Congrats.
face. Or
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, I can't compete against that.
I got a bad Plague Knight fight and Spectre Knight fight in Boss Rush. And that made me lose world record, and I'm sad. But I'm also very happy, because it's my third fastest run ever.
In a race.
In a race.
It is technically now the fastest run of the tournament, beating my run by 1 minute and 10 seconds. So
Oh yeah.
maybe one day
Maybe.
we can come close. Anyway, anything either of you would like to say regarding that race?
I got SpeedFrog's Dream 2 strat. I'm happy about that.
Same.
Saw that.
You did? Nice.
I did that.
Yeah, both of you actually.
I did that for the first time myself in the race with Diesel earlier today.
Nice.
So Smaugy, I clearly need to go watch that run again, particularly, and study some things in a few levels to figure out where I can save time. So thank you.
No problem.
Now I can learn how to save time. Let's see.
Yep.
What's the next match in the Shovel Knight tournament?
It's actually.
I actually did save a second in Polar extra because I got big
Yeah,
magic drop.
you got a very nice big magic drop there at the
Yeah,
right
it was perfect.
time.
It was perfect.
Exactly at the perfect time. Yeah.
Uh huh. But I messed something up. I can't remember. I
think
messed
the fight-
something very small up, so I didn't save all my time.
The fight actually.
Oh, was it the fight?
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
actually
yeah,
got
oh
hit in the
yeah. I
fight.
took damage. Yeah.
Well, I golded boss rush by 10 seconds, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Nice.
Nice, dude. I wish I could gold boss rush by 10 seconds.
You've done that enough.
Save something for the rest of us, man.
Yeah, thank you. Damn.
Let's see. The next race in the Shovel Knight tournament is actually Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have West Beardtooth versus the Blacktastic.
Nice.
And then after that, Wednesday night at 9 p.m. we have Taiwan Ninja versus JC87. And then Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern we have Not So Newbie versus Kyukitsuki. Or Kyuketsuki.
And all those matches will be loser bracket.
That's true.
So it's either you win or you go home.
Oh, and by the way, I lied. This is my second fastest run.
Disqualified for lying.
Why did you lie to me?
Because I thought that I had a second sub 43:30.
But you lied to me.
I know I lied. I'm sorry. I apologize to everyone.
I'll never forgive you.
As a
I
punishment-
apologize to the internet.
As a punishment, I would suggest you to go to loser bracket and put SpeedFrog back in upper bracket.
Let's see. Well, I think that'll about do it for us tonight during the Shovel Knight tournament. Let's see if we have anyone we can host before Auto Host decides to take over. Anyone going to be doing more Shovel Knight?
Oh, I need to go to sleep soon.
I just woke up, but I'm actually gonna take a break.
I should already be
Alright.
asleep.
I woke up like 2 hours ago.
Well, I guess since I can, I will throw us over to Vooligen and then I'll let Auto Host take it from there. So until tomorrow night, and whenever the next time Speed Gaming has something going, thank you for joining us, everybody, and we will see you guys later.
See you later, guys.
Watching. Bye bye.